This is a picture that I did when I was studying art, and it's a picture using the cut paper technique. It is a symbolic picture of myself in a swamp, symbolising my heavy legs. The birds coming out of my head symbolise the bad thoughts that I've had regarding the MS and the depression that came because of that. I was studying nursing when I first became symptomatic of MS. I was working part-time at a bakery, and it was New Year's Eve, and I went into work and my legs started to feel quite heavy. Over 5 weeks they got heavier, and then I was put into hospital. I had tests like lumbar puncture and MRI. The doctors said that there was a 50-50 chance that I did have MS, but no, I couldn't possibly have it. That could mean that I would end up in a wheelchair, and no, not me. So it was 6 months later that I actually had another relapse, and I was actually diagnosed with MS. I was in denial, and I believed that I could find a way to cure myself, so I tried a lot of alternative therapy and spent a lot of money, and it really didn't get me anywhere. Going from a person who was active and beginning a career to have it all sort of taken away from me, it caused me to grieve, and I've cried buckets and buckets of tears. My family have definitely been there while I've been grieving, and they've had to give me a lot of support. And it's helped that I've met somebody and married him who also has MS, and he knows where I'm at, and he can support me in what I do and understands my symptoms.
I think we're both a lot happier now that we've met each other and things, and yeah, and I like to think that a positive attitude and things sort of buoys other people. My cousin has known Rachel for quite a few years. She just rang up one day and says, "I know this person that lives out by you, and I think you guys should meet up and get together." And so we did, and basically it's just gone from there. We've got the understanding of each other, so that's really good, having someone there that knows what you're on about.
Would you please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Cameron and Rachael Ford.
We go into the gym, which has machines that are good for disabled people, so it's a very easy gym to use. And for me, it's a matter of use it or lose it. You have to with MS. You've really got to work at it. So this is a machine like an exercycle, but it's good for people that are disabled because they can strap their legs into the machine and use it like an exercycle. It gets my legs going and uses the muscles. It's a good exercise to use. And usually I do it for about 10 minutes.
I think the gym's a good thing because they have designed a gym that's sort of specific to people with different conditions. Probably come here twice, 3 times a week. Yeah, try to fit it in with everything else. We don't want to push it too much, but we try and get out as much as possible.
The MS Society have been wonderful. They've given me a lot of information, a lot of help, provide exercise, counselling. They come out with magazines that come up with any new research and things like that, and so you read all those. That gives you the best information. If there is a good time, it is a good time to have it because they may come up with a cure next week, which is really good. I'd like it to happen while I'm still young because I've done a lot in life, but there's still a lot I want to do. Because he is so positive, it had me turn around and say, hey, why am I acting like this? Why am I being so negative? And it's been great for me, yeah. He's been wonderful support for me. It was a good meeting, a chance meeting. If I hadn't got MS, I would never have met Rachel. So, yeah, there's good things in everything.